No, it's Queen's Rugby.
Check, check.
It's not that. I just keep trying to answer the people in the machine.
Good morning. Goodness gracious. This was quite an ordeal to get started today, but we are here. We are live in Charlotte. Both teams are getting ready to stand for the national anthem. So we're ready for some really good rugby here today. Pretty excited about it. And we're going to do the national anthem.
Please rise for the national anthem.
Just having seemed like a technical difficulty. I think we forgot to pay the band. Reagan, did you guys pay the band?
I'm not sure. I'm not in charge of that.
So as I was saying, it's a lovely day here in Queens. Sun is shining, high noon kickoff. There's a bit of a breeze. Oh, hold on. And it is game time. So as I was saying, it's a beautiful day here in Charlotte. There's a light breeze kind of blowing across the field. I'd say it's right at 80 degrees today. So beautiful day for rugby. We are up on the podium right above the stands, and our tent couldn't fit on the podium. So if you know anything about computer screens and sunshine, we're having a bit of a day today. So please bear with us. But this should be a really fun day. Queens is playing, supposedly playing Warren Wilson, but Warren Wilson combined with Guilford College to put a team on the field. Warren Wilson is from Asheville, North Carolina, or in that Asheville area. And that's the area that got hit by the storm so bad a couple of years ago. So they're still kind of rebuilding that program. So very excited to have them here today in Royal Stadium here at Dickinson Field. And we're getting ready to get going here. So it looks like Queens will be doing the honors and kicking off. I apologize that we didn't go through the roster. We were a little late to the show here, so we will get the roster probably at halftime. I'll just post it so that we can see which players are on the field. So here we go. Nice hanging kick by Queens, and Washington is under it. She almost got it. Nice tackle there by Queens. And it's going to be a penalty to Warren Wilson. Tackler not rolling away. Still Warren Wilson ball. Strong run there up the middle. Got ball down right away, and it should be a Queens poach here, but nope, hands are off. Warren Wilson retains ball, and there's some ball movement here to the outside. Tackle made by Washington. And it's a penalty for Queens. Queens opting to go to the sideline kick here. Oh, great kick. Great kick. So just me in the booth today with Reagan, my daughter, filming. She's still recovering from an injury, so should almost be on the mend. How much longer do you think?
I'm not sure.
Those ankle sprains, man, they take a while. So should be a Queens line out, 5 meters away from the try line. Nice line out taken by Queens here, and of course the mole is on, but it's stopped by Warren Wilson. Actually going backwards, Queen coming out with the ball. Pick and go. And it's a try. Try scored by Cardona. Apologies, we started the game clock a little bit late, so we'll remember that there's probably about 5 minutes, or I'd say probably about 2 minutes on the clock. So we're a little bit wrong. So Queen's setting up for the conversion here. And a conversion is no good. So Queen's striking pretty early here in the first half. Nice deep kick by Warren Wilson, right to Mercedes Washington. She gets brought down right on the 22. No, sorry, on the 10. Good ground position gain there by Queens. Nice extension in the tackle. Cardona again with the ball. She gets brought down. Now there's some ball movement here. Again, nice extra couple of yards there on the ground. Oh, brought down right away. Good tackle there from Warren Wilson. To pass again to Cardona. She's brought down almost to the 50. Queens looking strong on the attack here. We just broke into Warren Wilson's half of the field. There's ball movement here. There's room on the outside here. Great catch. Queens retaining ball possession here. Forwards are staying very disciplined. Structure's working. Tip pass there. That looked like it went to Alex, and I think the ball was lost in contact. Alex Inwood there just couldn't hold on to the ball. So it'll be the first scrum of the game. Scrum is about 5 yards away from the goal line. It'll be a Warren Wilson scrum, so we would hope that Queens can maybe steal the ball here. Great scrum from Queens, but Warren Wilson retains the ball, and it's a kick. Nice and high, but it's not out. Queens back on the attack. There's some ball movement here again. Great pass there to Bartlett. Zoe Bartlett got tackled there. Washington. Gordy quick on her feet there, but gets brought down probably about 5 yards out. Tip passes on. Forwards are gaining ground slowly, but they are gaining. Oh, that's an offsides call. Warren Wilson just a little quick on the out of the blocks there. Ball wasn't quite out. So this will be a Queens penalty. Tip and go. And it's a try. Can you see who scored that try, Reagan? Charlotte. This should be a much easier conversion. CC Scarf doing the honors. That's a great kick, and the extra points are good. It's very obvious to me that from last week to this week, Reagan, there's definitely been work done on the groundwork. So I now see when a Queens person gets tackled, there's definitely an extension in the tackle, trying to gain those a couple extra yards to potentially put the defensive player off sides. Am I correct? Like, did you guys do some work there?
We've been working on that since the beginning of the season, but we did do more work.
Yeah, it's definitely coming along for sure. Warren Wilson kickoff right to Washington, and she fumbles it backwards. So we should be good to go. She gets brought down almost right away. Ford's doing some work here again. It's kind of been the story this half. Pods are getting their work done. Ball back to Cardona. She gets brought down almost right at the same spot the ball originated from. Pod's doing some work here. Now we're going out wide. Oh, big tackle there. Maybe a little high, but they're going to play on. Nice tip pass right into contact. Alex making it a couple yards up the field there. Warren Wilson wasn't fooled by it, but the tip pass nonetheless was very well executed. Ball's over here to the outside. Oh, and just couldn't bring it to hand. Turnover. Warren Wilson has it. Referee playing advantage. Warren Wilson attacking the blind side here. And player pushed out of bounds. However, we're going to go back to the first infringement. So this should be a Warren Wilson scrum. Right on the 50, right in the middle of the field. Warren Wilson gets the ball out of their own scrum. Some ball movement, but it goes to the deck here. Queens defense pushing up, but there's some speed on the outside. Tackle is made. Tackle made by Scarf. I'll change the direction there, but runs into a wall of defenders. Still Warren Wilson ball. Trying to cut back against the grain here, but just running into a wall of defenders. And it's a turnover. Alex Inwood there with a poach. And it's poached back by Warren Wilson. And it's going to be a penalty to Warren Wilson. Not sure what it was for. There's no signal given. Inwood did a lot of hard work to get that ball turned over. And then I'm not quite sure what went wrong. Warren Wilson's penalty attempt here did not go out, so Queens are on the attack. Strong run there. Cardona bearing forward there. Queens making bigger strides with those pods. Nice stiff arm there. Gordy wasn't given a lot of room on the outside there to do work with. She did the best she could, but the ball is loose, and it's going to be another penalty against Queens. The tackler did not release. This time, Warren Wilson made sure, and we're going to go to a Warren Wilson line out. I should mention again, it's a Warren Wilson Guilford combined team. Oh, line out was a little sloppy, but Warren Wilson retains possession. Player finally brought down to the ground. Some good ball movement here. Warren Wilson player decided to try to find a gap there, ran into a wall of defenders again. Queens defense holding here. Oh, and there's a poach. Washington poached that. Although a little slow to the ruck there, and it's dirty. Ball is dirty, spilled around a couple times. Queens players not as quick to the ruck as they should be, I feel. But this, they got lucky here, so this is going to be a Queens penalty. We'll see what the decision is here. Going to go with a tap and go. Straight to the forwards. They brought down. Pick and go there by Cardona. Gets at least 5 yards on that carry. Warren Wilson, good on defense here, really shooting up. And again, the ruck's just a little dirty, and Warren Wilson pushed the Queens players right off the ruck and poached that. Strong run here. Made it first past the first defender. Tried to offload in contact. Looked to me like there could be a knock there, but it looks like they're going to play on. And it's going to be a penalty for Warren Wilson. Queens is doing a good job of taking the ball into contact and the first player covering, but there's no support. Warren Wilson comes in and really messes with that player trying to defend the ball. Oh, broken a couple tackles there. That's a strong run from Warren Wilson. And there's a whistle. Going back to an infringement about 2 phases up, and it's another penalty against Queens, this time for being offsides. Tap and go. Offload in contact, but that one went to ground. Playing advantage here. It should be a Queens scrum coming up. Yep, we're going to go to a Queens scrum right on the 50. Eight-man pick there in the back by Enwood. Makes it about 10 yards up the field. 10 meters, I should say. Some ball movement here. Strong run there. Washington fighting for it. That'll be a penalty for Queens this time. The Warren Wilson player got caught in the wrong side of the ball there, didn't roll away. Queens decide on a tap and go here, makes it up the field. About 5 meters left. Penalty for Queens. Quick tap here, and that should be an in. Score there by Bakari. Oh, drop kick didn't go well, so no conversion. And we're going to water break. Is it halftime? We're playing shortened games today. Okay, help with the format. What are we doing today? Now that you have popcorn in your mouth.
We're playing 20-minute or just 20-minute halves, 40-minute 15s game. Then we're going to go to a 10s game against Guilford, I believe, and then a 7s game against Warren Wilson.
Fun day of rugby. I think we're going to hear, if the batteries hold, we'll be here for all of it. How about that? So, again, just a fun rugby day here. So 20 minutes on the clock, and Royals are up 17-0. It's really been the story of the forwards today, I think. A lot of pod work. We're seeing that a lot of tap and goes, keep it in the front three, and then occasionally it'll come out to the backs. It just seems like the field's a little narrow today. Haven't had any really big breakaway runs yet, but I'm sure that's coming with the amount of rugby we just found out we're going to have today. So fun times. Beautiful day for rugby here in Charlotte. Like I said, it's about 80 degrees. There's a light breeze keeping everything just cooled off enough. I'm sure it's a little warmer on the field. As we know, AstroTurf always adds about 5 or 10 degrees, depending on the day. However, we're in North Carolina, so give it 2 hours and we'll have a different season. Royals coming off a very good game last weekend against Princeton that, in my opinion, was actually a little too close for comfort. Queens jumped out with the lead, and then Princeton gained momentum, came back. That format was played as 13s, I believe. I believe they dropped the flankers. And so it was interesting to see. But Queens rallied and won the game with about 5 minutes left. So they showed some real resilience. There's obviously been quite a bit of work done at practice this week, like I would assume there's every week. But to me, the ground game looks a little cleaner than it did last weekend. Also, it seems like the structure is being run a little bit more crisp. The players are more committed to actually getting into position. Last week, there was a little bit of a lackadaisical attitude about it until the last about 10 minutes of the game. So I'm very glad to see that they turned that around. So as we just found out, we're at halftime here. So there'll be a full 15s game with, like I said, Warren Wilson and Guilford combining. Warren Wilson still recovering from the flooding up in northern North Carolina I believe it was last year. And so 15th game would be combined Warren Wilson Guilford team against our Royals. And then after this, we're going to play a game of 10s against Guilford, I believe, and then a 7s match against Warren Wilson after that. So quite a bit of rugby today. Should be pretty exciting. Make sure we start the clock on time this time. Warren Wilson kickoff. Immediately attacking up the field is Queens. Right back to the forward play. And there's a penalty against Queens for not releasing the ball. There's been several of those now. Warren Wilson with a kick. Going to make sure this one is out. But it's not. Just a fumble there. Queens went backwards to retrieve that, and the ball just spilled out. So that'll be a Warren Wilson line out, which it would have been in anyway since it was a penalty. Nice throw. It looks like Queens may have come up with that. We have them all. We had them all. Queens retain possession. Charge up the middle there. Cardona running with it. Got about 10 meters out of that. Oh, there's a break here. Was brought down by a Warren Wilson player. Discipline of the structures there again to pass out the back. Now we have some ball movement. There was a real line speed there. Oh, and the ball's just lost forward. Zoe Bartlett just couldn't hold on to it in the tackle. Sorry, just corrected. Zoe Harmer. You really should correct me before I say it. Don't you know what I was going to say in anyway? Warren Wilson scrum. Oh, solid scrum by Warren Wilson. And we're going to redo that one. Warren Wilson, tight head prop here, is exerting a lot of pressure on the Queen's loose head. And free kick against Queens for scrumming up. Not staying straight or level in the scrum. That was on the loose head side there. Tap and go by Warren Wilson. He's finally brought down. Penalty against Queens. Penalty count really racking up here for Queens. Just seems like there's something about the tackler not rolling away, maybe, that needs a little bit of work. Warren Wilson kind of playing on the back foot here. Queens defense really pushing. Oh, the pass just a little bit ahead of the Warren Wilson player, and the Queens player and Warren Wilson player making contact there. And we're going to take just a minute to get a little bit of water on the field. Just check out the injury there. Looked like it was probably just a knee to the cheek. And she is fine. She's going to go for a KI assessment. And this will be a queen scrum. So because I can't see, I can't fade the music in and out. So it's just abruptly going to stop. My apologies. Our tent didn't fit up here on the podium, so we're looking at computer screens in direct sunlight. It's not really working that great. We're going to reset that scrum. The sound that sounds like rainwater falling on a roof would be my camera woman eating her nerds right in front of the microphone. So Queens won that scrum, and there's some speed here on the outside. Good tackle by Warren Wilson, though. Oh, ball just didn't go to hand, but it went straight down. Cardona breaking the gain line here. Nice strong run. She's finally brought down. Oh, again, just ball doesn't go to hand, but it goes backwards. So Queen's still on the attack. Queen's forward pods, the pod just doing work again here. Another big strong run there. Oh, ball again. That's 3 drop balls, and that one went forward. So that'll be a Warren Wilson scrum about, I'd say, 10 meters away from the Queen's goal line. There was 3 handling errors there in that procession of play. 2 of them went backwards, and then finally that one was knocked on, but it was also a forward pass. So kind of shake the do a little bit of jazz hands, right? Get the hands warmed back up. On a big shove here from Queens. That's a pretty decent scrum. Doesn't go anywhere, though. And Warren Wilson clearing the pressure. Ball doesn't go out, though. Great catch there. Oh, and this could be good. Oh, again, ball just doesn't go to hand. Referee say play on, and it's going to be a penalty for Queens. Quick tap here. And it's a Queens try.
Zoe Harmer.
Zoe scored that. Nice strong run. She did not have much defenders in front of her to beat. Did they kick the conversion? Did I miss it? It just bent down to.
They never kicked.
They never kicked it yet. Are they going to?
I guess not. The referees at that.
I guess. No kicking. All right. Not quite sure what's going on. So Warren Wilson coming out from behind the post now. I did not see a kick, but the scoreboard says nope, the scoreboard's back to 22. So Not quite sure why we didn't go for the conversion there. Warren Wilson kicking off, taken out of the air by Queens. Ball going back to the deck. Picked up there, and a strong run by Cardona again. Playing really well today. So a penalty against Queens there for not releasing the ball. What happened was a player was tackled, didn't release the ball, try to get back up. So therefore it will be a Warren Wilson penalty, but they are not going to reach the sideline. Ball still in the field of play. Queens on the attack here from the 22. Potts doing some more work here. Nice tip pass there to Inwood. Picked out right from the back of the ruck there. Strong run by Brandt. And now the ball's moving in the back line a little bit. There's some space on the outside. Oh, kick there. Kick was by Scarf, but it was stormed down by a Warren Wilson player. And now it's a turnover. Warren Wilson on the attack. The idea was right. The kick just couldn't get the height. So Warren Wilson player is able to plug it out of the air and attack up immediately. And so the ball is now out. So we are going to a line out. And it should be a Queens line out, I think. Yes, it's a Queens line out. Nice job there by Inwood. Queens on the attack here. Washington with a nice run here. Ball down right in the middle of the field. Now the kick works. Kick is kicked right into space by Scarf, and now it's a foot race. Can Queens get there? Warren Wilson did good to pick that ball up, but they're under a lot of pressure there. And it's a Queens try. Looked like Washington. Hold on. Is it a try? Yes, it is a try. That kick worked. Scarf put the ball right into space. It was a foot race from the Queens players to get there. It was a 3-on-1 situation. And then a quick ruck happened, and Queens scored. This time looks like we're going to try for the conversion. Bartlett's going to try to get the conversion, get the 2 extra points here. It's about 7 minutes left here. doing 2 20-minute halves of 15s. Then we're going to a 10s match and then a 7s match. So Bartlett here with the attempt. Nice kick. Just a little to the left. So 27-0. We have 7 minutes left here. And then we're going to take a short break. We're going to jump in with some 10s action. And then 7s after that. So nice full day of rugby. Playtime for everybody. Isn't that what it's about? Warren Wilson getting ready to kick off here. Actually, the scoreboard clock is wrong. We have about 3 minutes left. Nice hanging kick by Warren Wilson. Oh, just knocked on by Inwood. We're going to come back to a scrum. It's going to be a Warren Wilson scrum. Warren Wilson put in, but a nice queen scrum here. It was an 8-man pick. She's not going to go very far, though, but she's still on her feet. Finally brought down. Turnover for Queens. Ball poached in that ruck. I couldn't see who poached it. Oh, here's some space here. Queens trying to get that punch run through the defensive line there, Warren Wilson. Oh, there's a break here. Finally brought down right on the other side of the 22. Queens looking dangerous here. There's a 2-man overload on the outside if they can make the ball run. Again with the pod here, and she's going to go through and score.
Try for Charlotte.
Oh, my goodness. So that's a second for Charlotte. According to my time clock, that should be about it for the 15th part of the day. Bartlett kicks. Kick is no good. Went just a little to the left. Had the height and the distance, just not the direction. So should be a little bit more time here, I guess. So your Royals were able to put together 32 points in the last about 40 minutes. And Warren Wilson has not broken the scoreboard yet. Nice deep kick from Warren Wilson. Bulls bouncing a couple times. Now Queens are on the attack. Ford's doing work here again. There's some room here on the outside. 2-man overload. If we can just get the ball out to the wings, we're going to change direction here. Go back to the middle of the field. Cardona with another big run. She's had several this game. Now we're going to the backs. Washington here. Breaks through the tackle, gets the pass off. And that should be a try here. Nice, beautiful run try there. Washington took the defender, opened up a little bit of space on the outside. Who scored that?
Ref.
Mercedes did a really good job of pulling the defender to her, taking the contact, getting the ball off. Raf on the outside just turned the afterburners on, only had the 15 to contend with, and made easy work of it. $37 unanswered points here. Bartlett with a kick. This one is good. Well struck. The direction was on. And that is going to be the end of our 15s game for today. So Queens with 39 unanswered points. It truly was a tale of the forwards, I feel. A lot of pod running. That last try was the only time I really saw a breakaway run by the backs that we could really mention. I mean, there was a couple in the first half, but that's really the first time that we saw the space on the outside. Defense deteriorating a little bit on the Warren Wilson side. Thoughts?
I think our forwards had a really good game with their crash runs. I think overall, just everybody, we stayed true to our structure, and that's what's most important.
I will say the discipline was there. The structures stayed intact the entire time. I am a little concerned about the penalty count, so we probably need to. I know Coach will probably do film with you guys this week. Just find out what's missing, right? What do we need to work on?
Yes, definitely.
All right, we're going to take just a minute here for a cold snack, and we will be right back. So we are, I would say, about 8 minutes from kickoff here, where we're going to have a tens match between Queens and Guilford. So teams just came out of the locker room, started warming up. So we will be back with you shortly here. See the clock, the shot clock there says about another 7 minutes and 40 seconds. So we will be right back here with you. So again, I guess we're getting ready for a kickoff here. We're 15's match is done. We did 2 20-minute halves there, and so Queens came out victorious on that one, 38 to 0. And now we're getting ready to play a 10s match against Guilford College. And then after this, we're going to do a 7s match against Warren Wilson again to round out our day. So real fun day here for rugby. Both squads are getting a lot of play time. So this is good stuff. Queens with a quick off here. Warren Wilson with a good take, but lost some ground on that. So in the 10s format, there should be more space on the field, obviously, because there's less players. So hoping to see a little bit more running rugby here. Good push defense here from Queens. Alex there with a nice tackle. Guilford still going. Now there's a little bit of ball movement here. Washington caught the Guilford player as soon as she caught the ball. Made a couple yards and there was a tackle. And so there's a penalty against Queens. See what Guilford's going to do with this one. Tap and go. Nice offload and contact. Queens defense pushing up really well. Guilford retaining possession here, driving up the middle of the field here. Queens has not allowed Guilford to do their half of the field yet, but they're getting pretty close here. Turnover would be very welcome. Guilford with some ball movement here to the outside. Washington with the tackle. Guilford losing yardage here. Retain possession, though. Very structured on their rucks. And now there's a kick. Guilford put it nice and high. Scarf is under it. And Guilford has broken into the Queens half of the field. Queens has possession, though. See if they can exit from here. Nice tip pass here to Inwood. She's still going. Great offload there. This is good ball movement. Ruck is a little dirty. Looks like it was turned over. Guilford has the ball again. Queens back on defense. Queens has struggled a little bit in the rucks today. Turning over several possessions. And we're going to have a whistle. There was a knock. That got a little messy there for both teams. We have a player down. Should be a Queens scrum. They're knocking on the 22 here, knocking on the door. Oh, big scrum here from Guilford. Queens a little bit on roller skates here. Great thinking there by the 9. Almost, and then offloads to the wrong player, and Guilford gains possession back. Attacking the short side of the field here. Still in Guilford territory. Strong, big work here from the prop. And we're going to go to a penalty for Guilford against Queens, saying Queens was offsides. When you have a defense that's really kind of pushing hard all the time, the discipline of not being offsides is actually very, very important. Kick from Guilford did not go out, or did not find touch, and Queens are in the attack here. Good running here. Oh, pass just a little bit behind the player. Washington cleaning it up. Little goose step there. Oh, she was just ankle tapped. Queens still with possession, and now it's going to be a penalty for Queens against Guilford. Tap and go here. Oh, and she's straight through. That'll be a try for Litwin. Skanzania. How do you say that, Reagan?
I'm not sure.
We're going to say Ella. Ella scored that. Great break. She saw the gap and turned on the afterburners. Great burst of speed right through the defensive line. And then it was a foot race. And I forgot to start the clock again. My apologies. I'll just keep updating you from the clock on the in the stadium. So it's saying that we have about 6 minutes passed in this game, and the conversion was good. So it took Queens about 6 minutes to get on the board there. There's obviously a lot more running rugby because there's less people on the field, so a little bit more exciting. This will be a Queens kickoff here. Nice hanging kick. Guilford did good to catch that. Quick offload here to their prop. She gets brought down there. Gordy on that tackle. Guilford trying to get into the Queens half of the field here. Queens is good on defense, though, and there's a lot of lost yardage there. Ball spills out, but is cleaned up by Guilford. And they're really playing on the back foot here. Queens defense has done good, but now there's a little bit of a momentum shift. Just can't get around that corner. They're trying. Good defense again from Queens. Oh, she dragged that Queens player a little ways there. Queens doing a good job of not waiting on the defensive line, but coming up and not allowing Guilford to gain a lot of yardage. And that ruck was really, really dirty, and it's going to be a penalty against Inwood there. She came right across the top of the ruck. Don't know if she tripped or fell or actually dove over, but that's going to be a penalty for Guilford. See what they do with this one. Washington taking a knee here, just needing a little bit of help from the medic. Seems to be an arm or something. Something is not happy. Elbow maybe. I did see when she was ankle tapped here on her run, she fell with her elbow first. That might be elbow just bruised up a little bit. All right, so we're going to go back to the penalty here. It's a Guilford penalty. Queens coming over top of the ruck, making it a little bit dirty. And it's going to be a tap and go. Big long run here. Met by several Queens defenders. pick and go, attacking the A gap there, and they are in the Queens half of the field. Just handoff after handoff here. Rumbling, stumbling type of rugby. Queens defensive line resetting the yardage meter here again and kind of pushing Guilford backwards. Oh, and there's a break in the line. Guilford is on the run. Gets brought down in the back of the field, but there's an offload and contact. And then the ball just slips out of the hands there, falls backwards though. Guilford's still pressing. Oh, and they break loose. Good big tackle there though by looked like Scarf. Guilford knocking on the door here. They're really trying. A couple of their bigger runners trying to just punch it through. And there is a Guilford player breaking 2 tackles and finally being brought down. However, there was a knock in the midst of all that. And so it's going to be a Queens scrum. And Guilford is really knocking on the goal line here. Guilford just using their size to just try to punch through the Queens line, and they get just a meter or two every time, which makes the Queens defense have to back up. And so the positive yardage tackles that Queens need to make is a little harder on the bigger players. Queens has an opportunity to exit here, though. See what they do. Need a big, solid scrum, or just at least a standing scrum. The last scrum was a little bit one-sided. Let's see what this one does. Oh, again, another big push from Guilford. And we're going to attack the short side here. Good offloading contact, and now there's space. This could be a nice runner on the side here. Again, a nice pop in the tackle. And Gordy is going to get a try. She's going to put it down right in front of the posts. Beautiful attacking rugby here from Queens. All the way from the scrum. Decided to load the back line on the short side of the field and then attack the open side. The 9, who's playing 9 today, Freya. Freya had really a nice run there, a nice break, and then the speed just finished it off, right? Very, very nice. And the kick was good. So we're about 11 minutes in, and it's going to be halftime. So I guess we're playing 10-minute halves here. And so your Royals is 14-0 against Guilford. What did you think of that effort?
I think it's very exciting to see. We obviously haven't seen the Royals play this year, so I think it's exciting to see where the talent is.
Definitely some speed on this Royals team. So we'll see what the 7s match looks like here in a little bit. But right now, the 10s, I really like the way it's being played. Structure is still being observed, and we're trying to get the ball out wide and actually see if we can break loose with it. So very, very good. Oh, it's done. It's a one and done. So it was a 10 minutes 10s match against Guilford. Your Royals wins that one 14-0. And then we're going to set up for a little bit of 7s actions right after this. So it'll be Queens against Warren Wilson in a 7s match. So we're going to take just a quick break here. We'll be right back. And it's time for some sevens. So this will be Warren Wilson against Queens. We're going to do a sevens match here. Nice deep kick here. Oh, Queens player just tripping on the run there, but immediately up and going. And here we go. Beautiful pass here, and there's a lot of speed here on the outside. And I think this is going to be Queens all the way, opening the match up with a score right under the posts.
Raph ran out the back of the try zone.
Oh, she did. Yes, she did. So Raph did not get the try. And I forgot to start the clock again. Dang it. It's your job to remind me. In any way. So Raph just ran out of the back of the try zone there. So no score. However, Queens pretty quickly on the attack there. That looked really good. Queens on the attack here again. Ball's kind of moving down the field here. Again with the attack here. Warren Wilson's defense is holding up for now. Nice spread line here by Queens. See if the ball tried to make a gap or make something happen in the middle of the field there. Pick and go from the back of the ruck. She's finally brought down there, about 5 yards to go. Now there's a wide open try line on the other side, and now we score. Good job.
That was Bartlett.
Bartlett with a try. So I read that very well because the Warren Wilson players got sucked into the ruck area, and there was nobody on that side of the field. And so quick read by Queens, and we put it in, and kick is no good. So Queens up 5-0. About 2 minutes in. My clock's wrong. Yes, I know. I forgot to start it. It's all Reagan's fault. Nice kick. Hanging right on the 10. Oh, just bounced wrong for the Queens player, but Queens does retain possession. Attacking up immediately. And there's a gap here. And we're going to go again. Again, it's Bartlett. Bartlett's second one for the afternoon. Well, in sevens. I think she also had a couple in the 15s match. Just saw the gap, turned the afterburners on, and right through she went. Drop goal is good. So it's about 3 minutes into the 7-minute half, and your rolls up 12-0. It's really been a very much a one-sided contest here. See if Queens can regain their own ball again here on kickoff. Nice deep kick this time. But the chase is on. Warren Wilson does field the ball, but is immediately in trouble just on the other side of the 22. And it's going to be a penalty for Warren Wilson. I do not know what the penalty was for. I couldn't see. Tap and go by Warren Wilson. Being pushed backwards a little bit on that carry. You can hear the Warren Wilson players saying, run up on the ball, don't catch it standing still. And now it's going to be a penalty for Queens, not releasing the ball. It's a quick tap here from Inwood, and it's back to Inwood, and she's going to score. Quick tap from Inwood. Pass went to, it looked to me like Freya, and then Freya read that very well, pulled the defender, gave it back inside to Inwood, and we had a score. See if Bartlett can drop kick this one over, and yes, she can. So that's 19-0. About 6 minutes in. This looks like a very exciting 7th season that's about to unfold.
Yes, I'm very excited to see where we go this year.
Are you going to finally WD-40 that ankle up and play a little bit of rugby, you think?
Hopefully.
All right. Nice deep kick again. Chases on, bounce was bad for Warren Wilson, and they're already under pressure here. If there could have been a golf type of backspin on a rugby ball, that's what that kickoff was. It bounced back towards Queens, which was really nice. Queens defense holding up here, and the ball is poached. Turned over. And now Queens is going to skirt around the outside, and we have another try. Who was that? Raf got one. This time she didn't run out the back. She stopped short. Well done, Raf. And that drop kick was a beautiful kick, but not over. So first half of the 7th match, 24-0 for the Royals. A lot of speed, a lot of control. Looks really, really good. What's your feeling on that?
I think overall we look really good. It shows that we have a lot of speed on the team.
We do have speed on the team, and you don't always get to see that speed during 15 season. So exciting. As a bigger guy that always played prop and never had an opportunity to play 7s. Well, I did. I just played big boy 7s, I guess. So it's fun to see the speed. It's fun to see the ball movement. So Queens currently, in all 3 matches, is sitting at about 76 unanswered points for the day. See if they can add to that a little bit here in the second half of the 7th match. We'll be right back. And then we're back. Looks like we have just a couple seconds left here. Yep, we're getting ready to go again. See if we can get a little bit more of that speed around the outside here. Outside, around the side, through the middle. See how much speed we can muster. Nice hanging kick. Queens already pressuring up, but Warren Wilson able to move the ball. However, looks like we are playing advantage. It's going to be a scrum here. Warren Wilson was able to just get their fingertips on that ball, and then it fell forward. So we're going to go to a scrum here. Should be a Queens put in. Oh, and we attacked the blind there. There was nobody there. So Freya saw the opening. She went blind immediately, and we're on the board again. $29 unanswered points. So this is a little bit of a longer drop goal here. See if Bartlett has it. There's a Kira kicking. Sorry. Oh, nope. That one didn't go where it was supposed to. So the conversion, no good, but your Royals are up 29-0. Good kick there from Queens against the bounce, just not bouncing straight up, I guess. Warren Wilson has the ball here. Oh, just a little bit of confusion who was supposed to catch that. And it's immediately poached by Queens. A little bit of a messy ruck. And we have players on the ground. A little bit of an injury there. Just there in the ruck seems like may have gotten stepped on. That ruck was very hotly contested by both teams. So about 29 points here, scored very quickly. A lot of good ball movement, a lot of good discipline. Saw them staying spread both on offense and defense. So I think it's going to be a pretty good Queens 7 season coming up as soon as 15s are over. Nothing too serious, just looks like maybe an ankle. Good to see them walking off there. All right, I think this might be a scrum. The referee stopped play as soon as there was an injured player, and because it was kind of right over top of the injured player. And so we will see what we go back to with here. I would think we would restart with a scrum. I don't think. Yeah, it's a scrum. It'll be a Queen scrum. Big scrum from Queens. Same possession here. They're attacking up. Nice offload and contact there. Going blind with it. She does get tackled though, but was able to get the ball off. Queens pushing for the line here. Is that Cardona with her second try for the day? Good job. Just got the ball on the run there, powered through. Conversion kick is not good. So Queens 33, Warren Wilson 0. Nice hanging kick. Well taken by Warren Wilson. Now there's some space here on the outside. Warren Wilson on the attack. Get brought down right at the 10-meter line. And it's going to go out of the field of play, and so we're going to have a line out. Should be a Queens line out.
Calling a knock.
We're going to come back to a knock. All right. Who's put in? Should be a Queens put in, I would think. Nice solid scrum by Queens. Clear ball. Oh, the ball just passed a little bit too high. Queens player have a tough time. It's very dirty ball on the deck. Now there's some speed here on the outside. Can she turn the corner? Yes, she can. And it's a foot race. And she's going to win it. Great try there. Great try by Raf. Great speed around the outside. Actually turned that corner, and then it was off to the races. We'll see if the conversion is good on this. No, nope. Missed that conversion too. Warren Wilson does good to get the ball there. Immediately brought down by Freya. Oh, the passes just doesn't go to hand, so there's advantage being played. Queens has possession. Again, attacking the blind side here, and we're going to be successful. That's Kara's, I think, second or third try for the day.
And that's the Queen's try, number 12. Here.
Conversion is no good. So that's 45, and that's the end of the match. Very good day for Queens Rugby here. They did not allow any points to be scored on them today. They put together, do the math here, put together about 97 points today, unanswered. Very good day for Queens Rugby, Coach Danny. This was quite a fun day to be out here. What's your thoughts?
I think it's very exciting that we got to play 7s, 10s, and 15s today. That's not common. So I think it was very exciting. We got to get a lot of play time for everybody. And
so we are going to sign off here from Queens. I hear that there's a nice barbecue planned in the parking lot. And so we're going to pack up all our equipment here, and then we're going to ship off to Washington, D.C. one more time next week. We're playing at Quinnipiac at Navy. And so we're hoping, if everything goes well, that we can stream that match for you as well. So thank you very much for joining us today. It was a wonderful day for Queens Rugby. Didn't allow any points to be scored on them. So just a great day for Queens Rugby. So from the Dixon Field here in Charlotte, North Carolina, we say have a great day. God bless.